Welcome to another episode of Sembang Kru, the show where we share ideas, insight and conversations that matter. I'm your main moderator, Danish Akmal Fayad bin Fuadi. This is my second moderator, Haziq, and this is my third moderator, Devon Raj. And today, we are diving into a really special episode. We'll be talking about an ex-RTM members that once appeared in your television and exploring how the broadcasting world has changed over the years.
So Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, my name is Muhammad Azir Asnami Rosnan and I'm the second moderator for this Sembang Kru. So today we are going to do this podcast for our assignment. So I will be passed to our third moderator that will introduce our team members.
Hi everyone, my name is Devon Raj. I'm from Unicam and today we are going to have an interview about the Sembang Kru, and we have consisted about 8 members, which is myself of course, and followed by Mr. Arif Afif, Mr. Irham, Mr. Aziq, Mr. Haris and Mr. Danish Fayad. And now I will pass it to the main moderator to introduce the guests.
Joining us today is someone truly special, a familiar voice to many Malaysians, a respected former RTM journalist and an experienced professional in the field of broadcasting, Mr. Rizal. It is an honor to have you here with us, sir. Thank you for joining the podcast. Before we get into the discussion, could you please share a bit about your journey, what inspired you to enter the world of news broadcasting, and how those early days at RTM shaped your perspective?
Thank you, Fayad, for having me as your guest for the Sembang Kru podcast. As you know, I'm a former mass communication journalism student way back in 2004. I'm graduating at the same year and accepted as a RTM broadcast journalist in the year of 2005. So that's how I started. And then my first assign was to be a broadcast journalist before I became a sports news reader. So to answer your first question, what inspired me to become to have in a news broadcasting is actually I was born and raised as a sport enthusiast, I would say. I really love sports and I watch a lot of sports TV, and I would say my idol that time was former sports commentary who called himself as Datuk Hasbullah Awang, a very legendary sports commentary for RTM. And from there, I dreamed one day I would become like him, and I was fortunate enough to work with him. I think for about 4 to 5 years before he moved on to Astro Arena. And from there, my bosses started to give me some encouragement and give me some motivation to be one of their newsreader. So that's how my journey started. It was started at way back in 2008, I think, 2008, as my first newsreader for TV1 for sports segment. And from there, my career moved on and goes on until 2017. Right. Alright, Fayed, for your second question, what shaped my perspective? I always put in my mind that my perspective is always want to be the best broadcast journalist in RTM, because we have so many personalities, we have so many celebrities, and we always want to be the best when you represent RTM. And then from there, my job is always to give the best news coverage to all Malaysian viewers who watch RTM and watch sport specifically. And I always give the best and always produce the best sport news to all the readers out there. So that's it.
Mr. Rizal, before working for the RTM, do you wish to be in an aviation career and why?
Okay, Dave, to answer your question, actually during my younger days, I think maybe 7 or 8 years old, every kid has the same dream. I mean, during 1980s, I was born in 1981, and I think in the middle of 1985, 86, people always watch I think maybe a lot of movies about war, about aviation. So every kids have a same dream, which is to become a fighter pilot or to become a aeroplane pilot, a commercial pilot. So that's how we started to like have some kind of dreams to become a pilot one day lah at that time. So to answer your question and why I dream something like that is because during that time it's all actually so many movies about pilots, so many movies about aviation. So that's how we started to like, I would say, fall in love to these aviation industries. And during my days also, we have a limited access to, we don't have internet, so we rely on books at libraries. We rely on the newspapers. We rely on the magazines. So that's how we started to like put a dream that someday maybe we will become a commercial pilot or a fighter jet pilot. It's like that.
So, sir, do you have any experience related to aviation?
Okay, I think to answer the question, yes, I have experience during my time with RTM. I still remember very clearly during 2014, where around the world shocked to hear that our Malaysian Airlines flight disappeared from the radar, and that tragedy also shocked our newsroom in RTM, where I worked there. Everybody is very chaotic. Everybody was very, I would say, in a standby mode, where our Prime Minister announced that MH370 has actually disappeared from the Malaysian airspace. So what we do is, in the newsroom, we have to make live telecast, press conference for Prime Minister every 1 hour. The date the plane goes missing is around 12 to 1 a.m. in the morning, very late at night. So actually in the RTM, not many workers still working at that time. So we will rush to the newsroom to report the news in every 1 hour. So I would say that experience still fresh in my memory lah. I would say, because although I'm in a sport department, but we are working as a one unit when a tragedy struck the Malaysian Airlines. And I think compare my experience to other event, I think MH370 is I think one of the worst memory I have, and one of the best memory I have also, because you will never get disappearance of airlines, which is rarely happen in the world. And one more experience I will share is during another tragedy 1 year later, which is MH17 was shot down by an Ukrainian missiles, I think, and killed all of the passengers and the pilots and flight attendants. So that one I don't want to like elaborate more, because it's so very saddened. And I think if you ask me about my experience regarding to aviation, I think that's one of the top in my ranking lah. Razik.
Alright, thank you, sir.
Alright, sir. So I've been wondering, have you ever done a report about any famous artist, be it national or international?
Yeah, Fayad, actually I was working very closely with our lovely singer Dayang Nur Faiza during the KLC Games 2017. She was the singer for the theme song for SEA Games. For our country is the host nation, and I'm one of the a team who actually promoting the song for all Malaysian and the Asian countries. So that was my, I would say, one of the experience that I love the most lah, because Dayang is one of the best national singer that we have. So that, Dayang. Yeah.
That is undoubtable. She is one of the best singers in
Yeah.
Malaysia.
Mr. Rizal, if you could go back to your first day at the RTM, what advice would you give to the young generations themselves?
Okay, Dave. Actually, when I started working with RTM, I always tell myself that do your best in your work. Let's explore whatever road you have in front of you and enjoy your work. Because basically, when you enjoy your work, when you do the best for your work, then the result will show. And I always give this advice to maybe a junior journalist to be the best among the best. Always look for higher achievement and work tirelessly, because if you work hard in whatever career you are in, I believe, inshallah, your career will grow very fast and steady. That's my advice to all of you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rizal, for your answers.
So, sir, our last question is, what do you learn about aviation while working with RTM?
Okay, Aziz, mostly I learned about my scheduling because I fly a lot when I was working with RTM, using our national carrier, Malaysian Airlines. I need to schedule my from point A to point B, which is maybe from office to the airport, and I also have to manage my team, because I always bring my team, my production team, to the international event. Mostly it's a sport event lah. I will bring around 2 or 3 person, my cameraman, my producer, and my audio man. So basically, I need to manage their time, where we'll be staying, the duration of the stay. I also learn how to manage the booking itself lah, like where to book the flight, when, which is the best time to fly, and then from there, that's how it goes lah. From year to year, I started to know how to do administration work lah. So basically, to answer your question, yes, it's helped me a lot in terms of management of my team and my management of the scheduling from the airport to the country that I will work or visit. That's it.
Alright, thank you, sir, for entertaining.
Alright guys, that brings us to the end of today's episode of Sembang Kru. There's so much to learn on the ex-RTM stories, and I'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to our guest, Mr. Rizal, for sharing your time, experience, and stories with us. Your journey from the newsroom to where you are today is truly inspiring, and I'm sure our listeners, whether they are student, aspiring broadcaster, or simply a fan of Malaysian media, have learned a lot from your perspective. To our listeners, thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to follow Sembang Kru on your favorite platform and share it with your friends. I'm Danish, your moderator, and I'll see you in the next episode. Till then, stay curious, stay inspired, and keep the conversation going. Bye! Ready? Go.
So, hello guys.
Take 29, action.
Mr. Rizal.
Sorry. Alright, hello everyone, good afternoon, and
Cut. Take 30, action.
So, hello sir, our last question is, what do you
Hello.
learn about...
Cut. Take 27. Action.
Alright, sir, so I've been wondering, have you ever done a report about any famous artist, be it national or international?
I remember I was working.
Cut.
This is my second moderator, Haziq, and this is my third moderator, Devon Raj. And today, we are going to dive into a really special episode, where we are going to consult...
Cut.